is to choose alternatives, to choose from alternatives, to make a choice. They made the wrong choice at the wrong time, and that is where they are suffering the consequences. And you need to understand that why I have zero sympathy for them is that, one, they were the party in power before, and they said that they will continue where President Buhari stopped. Secondly, they said that they understood the problems at hand. The president said, don't sympathize with me, don't pity me, I know what I'm getting involved in. Thirdly, the problems that they say they are solving were caused by them. The inflation was caused by them. The rise in factor cost was caused by them. And the mischief, which they said they were going to solve, which was the subsidy, they've not even touched it on the surface. So these are their own crises. It's just like someone coming to the China shop with a bull and later says he's doing remedial operation there. You will cause the damage. So nobody should tell me that there's no alternative. I can give you 5 good alternatives immediately.
Not quickly.
No, what makes it different?
Alternatives.
It is easier to talk if you don't think. But if you think, you will think thoroughly before you talk. And when you talk is what you will walk. So they have not been thinking. And I'm not saying this just to be funny with them. Emilokon, it is my turn. It's not an economic philosophy. So, and the essence of coming is to tell us what you want to do. Dodging debates is not an economic policy. Bala, blue, bulaba, all of those babbling, it's not an economic debate. So they did not articulate what they wanted to do. They did not understand the implications of the decision they were taking. And they do not have the executive capacity. That's the problem. So they're not going anywhere. You can give them 40 years. They're not going anywhere. This is why, if you look at the First Republic, the most dominant education that people had is the PPE, philosophy, political science, and economics. If you don't have that knowledge, you cannot work for the common good. What you need to understand is that the productivity of a country is tapped from the people who are in that country and from the resources that the country is endowed with. That was why David Ricardo came with what he called cooperative advantage. What does it mean? It means that you plan your economy according to your geography and your history and the vision you have for yourself. So you don't copy holus bolus from another place. For example, look at the CBN. He is doing Paul Volcker. How can you do Paul Volcker? Because he is thinking, if I raise interest rates, if I keep raising interest rates, I can fight inflation. So that's what he's trying to do, what Paul Volcker did in the 80s for Jimmy Carter. What Cardozo is doing in the CBN makes no sense. Right. Because what is driving inflation is factor cost. It is not the availability of credit. The problem they have is that they went and devalued the currency and had illusion of money. In which case, you will say, oh, well, we used to share 2 trillion. Now we share 10 trillion. But your 10 trillion is not up to the dollar of the past. And if you look at the contraction of the economy, our foreign exchange earning is still stuck at the real value of the 90s. So, which is why I say, why don't you employ the people? Right now, they are not employing people.
Right. So
they kill all the institutions that can employ people, and they are also not making an incentive for doing business in Nigeria. If you look at global incentive, look at the US. What is the incentive? Incentive is availability of credit. Anybody who wants to do business anywhere in the world, you cannot get a better credit facility than the US. In China, you have infrastructure support. So with $1 million, you can have a factory of 1 billion because the state will support you, everybody will support you. Now in Europe, why do they support you? They support you with social services. So if you hire workers, you don't have to worry about transportation, you don't have to worry about insurance, health, and all of that because the state is taking care of that. Here, the only thing we had before was because we produced crude oil, so we had low energy costs. So if anybody wanted to invest or produce in Nigeria, anywhere in the world, they will say, oh, Nigeria, go there, they have low energy costs. So go there. Secondly, because they have low energy costs, you can pay little wages to workers, so you have cheap labor. That's all gone now. And they are showing crass economic illiteracy. And that is a problem. And if you look at the way they are even analyzing data, you just don't come out and say the economy, there's no alternative. You put your data together, then you do econometric analysis of your data, and you get a data-driven decision making. It's not dogmatic. If when you're taking a step, every quarter, you look at it. Look at their medium-term expenditure framework. They're not keeping to it. There's nothing they're keeping to.
Are you in that camp of people that say that we are being held hostage, that the people that are running the country are not even in charge?
They're not running the country. They're doing business. Occasionally, they get distracted with governmental duties. But their primary business, they are just business people. And they think, that's why they are trying to run petroleum industry rather than have a regulatory framework. They're not running the economy. They're not running government. They're just trying to, they don't see you and me as citizens. They see us as customers. So they are mercantile in their approach. So they see you, oh, you're a customer, I can get extra money from you by hoarding petrol. I can get extra money from you by underfunding public education. So they're not willing to do anything. They're not willing to comply with Chapter 2 of the Constitution, which stipulates how governance should be done in Nigeria. What's the responsibility of government? Call anybody in government. They are not responsible for anything.
Right.
Because the Minister of Water Resources is not responsible for whether you have water or not. The Minister of Education is not responsible for educational outcome, whether the student fail WAEC, fail JAM, is not responsible. The Minister of Health is not responsible for life expectancy or medical outcomes. They are just carrying these titles to enable them to put their signature to award contracts. But they're not, beyond that, they're not going to do anything. Remember that in the past, Lagos had the best water in all the English-speaking world. Lagos.
Yeah.
Better than London, Brisbane, Ottawa, anywhere. Nobody is giving water to anybody. Before, we had the best hospitals. UCH Ibadan used to come first or second, the entire English-speaking world. They don't do any of those things. So we have people who are in power, but they're not in government because they're not governing.
What more can I say? I just wanna be there. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the president too. I don't care what anybody says because it is my turn. Ooh. What more can I say? The Tinubu government failed. Oh boy, say Rango. Oh boy, this one fear Tasha. To Baba never see anything when he sing this song. I just want to be there. Tinubu just want to be president, just to suffer the whole country. It's too bad. Now, you listen to everything this man said. Some people will say, because you lost the election, that's why you are talking like this, Oswald. Oswald. Somebody will say, give Tinubu time. Give Tinubu time. He's working. He's going to reform this country. Second Oswald. You are the biggest Oswald. Those people who naked to campaign for Tinubu in the river, where are they today? They are regretting. They are begging Oswald. This man make a lot of points on that video. If you like, give them 40 years, they go nowhere. Give them another 40 years, they go nowhere. The way Tinubu and Shettima set this country backwards, like 30 years backwards. Now here we do so. And guess what? If you give them now, allow Tinubu to work now, for them to return this country back to where it was, where Tinubu met this country, that's another problem. Before you think of how they could make the country better than that one. We were fighting for a betterment of the country, make the country better past where Buhari left us. Now, worst. Now this man said it all. What else do you want? What else do you want me to say? Oh boy, one chance. One chance. He just wake up. You know, I said something that time. Normally, it's not because Tinubu is just wicked. Yes, he's wicked. We know he have that power. He have that strong mind, that belief to do. Like he have the mind. When you have mind, because of the way you were brought up, do you understand? Because of the way you brought up, you have mind. That does not mean you have mind and you know what to do at the same time. That's why the man said, dodging interviews is not an economic policy. It is my turn. Tinubu's turn is not an economic policy. So ordinarily, Tinubu do not just, he did not wake up one day and say, the next thing I want to do if I become the president of this country is to make the country suffer, is to make this country go through a lot, go through this pain, home and abroad, is to make this country feel pains they never felt before. No, because he doesn't know how to do it. Simple as that. He doesn't know how to do it. The idea is not there. The idea is not there. The skill is not there. The knowledge is not there. Now you they see so. So that's why I said he doesn't just want to suffer you for no reason. He doesn't know what to do, and he's ashamed to call for help. Resign. You say no. See, I made a video. Was it not last year or early this year? Save yourself on this unnecessary disgrace. Resign now. They don't pronounce you government president. You can still claim that title. You go anywhere until God call you. They will still address you as a former. Resign. Save yourself on this disgrace. It's just so shame. Even your daughter is disgracing you because of failure. Insulting you because of failure. That is just it. I don't want to say much on this video. You heard it. So if you are waiting for Tinubu to reform this country for you, you are a joker. I said it before. I made that video. You are a joker. So let's not waste time, or pity Tinubu. We supposed to pity any president when we have everything, all the resources, everything it takes to turn this country turn this country around for better of everybody. We can't be pitying them to see, because we are not asking them to use their own personal money to run the country for us. We have all the money, we have everything, all the resources. It's just somebody who have the ideas to turn all those things we have into something, just like they are doing in other developed countries. We have it. Those countries that are even doing well, they don't have what we have, but they are doing very well. That is it. So anyways, what do you think? Again, said they are doing business. Yes. Tinubu is doing business. We are his customers and he's cashing out. Nothing anybody can do about it. You know, I made a video. I said, Tinubu's government, anybody, especially his family, relatives, anybody who is not a millionaire, this administration will give the person opportunity to be millionaire, multi-millionaire. Who is already a millionaire, it will become billionaires. Who is already a billionaire will become trillionaire. Already trillionaire will become zillionaire. Continues like that. I did that video. And this is what this administration is all about. That's why you see every time they are doing cash transfer to individuals to go and eat food, the money comes back to them. That's just it. That's what Tinubu administration is all about. Imagine, see what is going on across the country. Anyways, to Baba, what more can I say? I just wanna be there. I just wanna be there. I just wanna be the president without doing nothing because it is my turn. But this man went out. Man, go try. Think we share this video. So Tinubu, if I tell.